Having just been diagnosed with terminal cancer, the CEO had only 3 months left to live. While walking down the street, he accidentally bumped into a little girl whose whole body seemed to glow. He hurriedly helped her up, intending to take her home, only to learn that she had no parents and was an orphan. The CEO was deeply moved, since his days were numbered. Rather than letting his greedy second uncle and his family swallow up the family fortune, he decided to leave everything to this helpless child. He decided on the spot to adopt her, promising to treat her as his own daughter and make her the little princess of the family. But he didn't know that this girl was no ordinary child. She was the reincarnation of a lucky star. When they returned home, his mother saw the girl's dirty appearance, but instead of being repulsed, she took an immediate liking to her. Just then, the old lady's old ailment suddenly flared up, and she clutched her chest, coughing violently. The girl, however, stared at her and said that Grandma was bound by chains and that she could help free her. Under the CEO's stunned gaze, the little girl gestured in the air, and a flash of light, the chains snapped. In the next instant, the illness that had plagued the elderly woman for years miraculously vanished. The girl smiled and said, "Grandma will live to be 100 years old." Only then did the mother and son realize she was the lucky star sent by heaven. The next day, the CEO's condition suddenly worsened. He struggled to breathe and nearly collapsed. The girl, however, calmly handed him a glass of water, saying that drinking it would make him well again. Unable to refuse, he drank it in one gulp, and in the next second, all his ailments vanished, and he was back to normal. Stunned, he decided to take the girl to a high-end blind box auction and announce her status as his heir. The auction was hosted by the wealthiest man in the country. All the blind boxes looked identical on the outside, but concealed varying values within. The most enticing item was a collaborative project with the Chin Group, securing it would be enough to catapult one to the top. Meanwhile, the second uncle's family was secretly in shock. They had long since bribed the nanny to poison the CEO, fully expecting him to die. They never imagined he would appear completely unharmed. Learning that he had also adopted an heir only made them even more furious, and they resolved to bankrupt him at the auction. Just before the auction began, old Mr. Chin suddenly walked over to the little girl and greeted her. It turned out that she had saved him during his previous heart attack, and his condition had never relapsed since. To repay her, old Mr. Chin offered to give her a mystery box on the spot. The entire audience was stunned, and everyone envied her. But the girl refused. "I can't just take someone else's things." The CEO smiled slightly and told her to pick one herself. Her dad would buy it. The girl then noticed the blind boxes came in gold and black, but to others they looked exactly the same. Her cousin mocked her on the spot, calling her colorblind, but the CEO firmly supported her choice. In the end, the little girl chose the cheapest blind box, simply because she didn't want her dad to spend too much money. But the moment she touched the box, it suddenly burst into a dazzling golden light. She handed the box to the CEO. The CEO opened it and froze on the spot, so stunned he couldn't speak.